Welcome back to another episode of Lost in the Farmer's Market Garden Shorts, where we talk about special plants and why you should have them. Now, this is the third part of a four-part series, and today we are talking about another lemon-scented herb. Before you, this fluffy mass is lemongrass, though admittedly down below, if you look very carefully there's some callaloo that snuck its way in there. Clever amaranth. Alright, so what do you need to know about this plant? Well, the scientific name of lemongrass is Cymbopogon citratus. Cymbo means boat and pogon means beard, which refers to its actual flowering stalks. Apparently, there's some leafy bract inflorescences shaped like a boat, and the fluffy seeds look like a beard. Okay, I've never had one long enough to see that, so I'll take the Latin breakdown's word for it. Now, here's something interesting for you to know. Lemongrass is a true grass. There are a lot of things we call grass that aren't actually grasses, like for instance sedge, which is actually not a true grass. True grasses have circular stems. Sedge has triangular ones, and it's actually more closely related to things like papyrus. And there are other things with oval stems and other shapes that are not quite circular that don't count as true grass. Lemongrass is perennial in USDA zones 10 through 11, or warmer. It's actually very unusual in that regard, in that it is not drought tolerant, and yet it survives and likes sort of humid zones like we've got here in North Carolina. It does wonderfully here as an annual and can be brought in to overwinter in a greenhouse. But you better hit it with some mosquito spray first, because they love to perch on the foliage. Despite what a lot of internet rumor mills will tell you, just having lemongrass alone will not repel anything. You have to release its essential oils. Same with all the other quote-unquote repellent herbs. Now, that said, it prefers a soil pH between 6.8 and 7.2. It can grow 2 to 4 feet tall. It prefers full sun, but will tolerate partial, especially if exposed to afternoon sun. As I said before, it is not drought tolerant, so you're going to have to make sure you're going to have to treat it more like a basil than a lawn grass. The nutritional value for lemongrass is per tablespoon, 3 milligrams of calcium, 34 milligrams of potassium, manganese, magnesium, 2.9 milligrams, and iron. It has very small amounts of vitamin A, C, folate, and niacin. On the medical end, and as I say this every episode that I have to talk about medical uses, consult legitimate sources, folks who are trained in it. Talk to your doctor before you start trying to treat major diseases or anything with herbs. It can be used, supposedly, to treat or alleviate the following list of ailments. Hypertension, epilepsy, see what I mean about consulting specialists? Musculoskeletal pain. Yeesh. Musculoskeletal pain. That must suck. Cough, rheumatism, fever, colds, diabetes, sleeplessness, anxiety, and cancer. That's one hell of a list. Like, again, consult your doctor. I'm just saying. For your own health and safety, consult your doctor. Don't go treating your lung cancer with lemongrass. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I don't recommend it. Consequently, you get an extra today. Ooh. In fact, I'm going to pick up the tripod and bring it over there. This is special. Remember when I talked about marigolds and antique marigolds? Those are those giant mission marigolds that get 3 feet tall that I was talking about. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Chrysanthemum blooming marigolds. I talked about marigolds in an earlier episode and promised I would come back to show you photos. This is diverging from the topic, but I just noticed that they're totally popping. Anyway, this episode, in theory, has been about lemongrass. In theory. But being a garden geek like myself, I couldn't resist talking about something else. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the YouTube videos comment section. Please like or subscribe. If there's any plant you'd like to see that's legal, let me know. And as always, folks, keep them growing.